If you are a professional Minecraft player, you probably heard of Herobrine and Null by now. But I have to tell you that apart from these two, there are other scary creatures in Minecraft that you cannot even imagine. In this video, I'm here to review some of the weird reports that users of this game have published. So if you want to know that other players have seen something, do not miss the rest of this video. Well, surely all of you who watch this video know Steve and Enderman. But have you ever wondered what a horrible creature that a combination of these two creatures creates? In fact, the first report published by a Russian player shows photos of a creature. I will explain the whole story in the first person and by introducing the version and CD that this player was in. Hello, I'm a Russian legal miner, and due to my special, I can only tell you that I am a sniper. If you have information about my type of job, that is, extracting currency code, you will surely understand how much time it takes to do it. And our story started exactly where we did not know what to do to bedroom and too much. The reason I was using our word was because of the large number of my colleagues at the time. For almost a few days, each of us did different things for fun, but none of this was as enjoyable for me as picking blocks in Minecraft. The reason I was interested was because I was making beta versions of this game in high school, and I still remember some of it. About a few days later, I was playing Minecraft version 1.8.1 in my spare time, and that helped me a lot. But with a terrible thing that happened to me, I never went to Minecraft again. On that damn day, when I was done, I turned on my computer and entered the game. Going through the loading page as always, I put the world type in survival mode and put seed on a completely random number. About a few minutes later, I completed all the setting and entered the map. So far, everything was going very normally, but by moving and navigating the game, very strange things started to take shape. The first thing that caught my attention at the beginning of my walk was the presence of different beams nearby. But I did not pay much attention to this issue and continued to play. As I moved away from where I was, the color of the blocks began to change little by little, and I could see trees with shapes that were unnatural. At that time, I tried to link this to the bugs and problems of that version, but the story was very different from what I thought. In the meantime, the only idea that came to my mind was to step in and call out of my rest of my co-workers. So I did it quickly, and they started watching the rest of the story with me. This made me less started, and the idea of filming from the monitor screen came to my mind. When I entered the game for the second time, I moved faster and looked for a stranger thing, but all my efforts were in vain. Almost an hour passed, and there was no here near us to see, which made us all try and rest a little. The strange thing here was that I felt at the last minute and that there was another creature in the game. But I did not pay much attention to this story and went to rest of my friends. We all had a lot of discussions about this at the time, but in the end we decided to let Mojang know about it and check out the video we had taken. Almost until the middle of the film, no one could find anything unusual, but in the last minutes, everything changed. The video showed a creature similar to Steve, which was about 4.5 blocks tall. Seeing this, I quickly left the video and re-entered the game to find that creature. We all had some weird stress until it reloaded, but none of us reacted and just stared at the monitor. About 40 seconds later, I entered Minecraft for the third time and without any delay started to go to the area where the creature was seen tall. I don't remember exactly, but I think it was 5 minutes later that we all got up from where we were sitting in a loud voice that came out of the computer lens in fear. The computer also showed the blue screen and turned off with a very scary text. The word kill was written on the monitor screen with a series of strange numbers. We were all really shocked by this and did not really know what to do. That's why we immediately called the police and reported the case to them, but all their efforts were in vain. After this incident, I and the rest of my friends could never enter the beta versions alone, and we always have this scary memory with us. Case number 2. While going through the story of Russian miners, we come to the introduction of one of the most dangerous Minecraft hackers, Steve Purple. And the reason for this delay in the introduction was the dark way in which the hacker the game. In the following, I will tell you the only reports that has been spared about this creature. Hello. If this text has reached you, you are one of the luckiest gamers in the world because you can get acquainted with the most dangerous Minecraft hacker. Unfortunately, this did not go fairly for me and my family, and it made me live in fear for a long time. It all started on a normal day at the school. At that time, I always heard rumors from other friends about a creature named Hirobrene and hackers like Entity 303. But I did not accept these things at all, and I constantly rejected them. After a few months, the rumors about Minecraft increased, and it can be said that the situation was out of Mojang's control. However, I still entered different servers without any fears and spent hours entertaining myself in the game. This went on for weeks, until on a normal day I decided to join Minecraft as usual. The first thing that came to my mind when turning on the computer was to check the emails sent by my friends. Oliver, my best friend, had sent me a message about a server we had logged in to last week, in which was talking about some of his computer bugs. Honestly, this issue did not matter much to me, so I left his email unanswered and entered Minecraft. My hardware was a bit weak at the time, so it took 1 minute to hit the loading screen. After this time, Oliver's words suddenly aroused a strange curiosity in my mind and made me re-enter the same server. About a few seconds later, the same thing continued, and I started looking around the map. Everything in the game seemed perfectly normal, but one thing was strange to me. Oliver was always in the habit of building many portals to go rare. But to their surprise, all of them were broken as if someone had already entered the server, and that was a little scary for me. Despite the stress I had, I still decided to keep playing and enter. By completing the broken blocks, everything was almost ready to build a portal. While I saw something that made my whole body tremble with fear. As soon as flint and steel hit one of the blocks, that point exploded and my health dropped dramatically. But the strangest part of the story took place a few seconds later. A purple-skinned creature was standing right next to the exploding portal, looking at me. At the same time, a message was sent to me in the chat section. The creature with a username 2423 asked me for my real name. But out of fear, I only sent him the name I had in the game. I received a very scary text by sending this message. It said, "Do you think I can actually be there and kill Oliver?" Reading this sentence, I could not control myself out of fear and wanted to go out of the game. But incredibly, none of the buttons worked and I had to unplug the computer. As soon as the screen turned off, immediately told my parents the story and they rushed to my friend's house with a police. When we got there, Oliver was sitting strangely inside his room, saying nothing. After this incident, the police asked my friends various questions for months, but none of these actions led to any clues in the case. I hope that by reading this text, you will take this issue seriously and never enter anonymous server. Well guys, as always, this video ended here, but if you would like to support us, you can subscribe to my channel and like this video to help us make more horror story. Thanks for